Ladies and gentlemen,
Señoras y señores, welcome to the best spiritual party ever as we jump into our magical elevator 1111.
bienvenidos a la mejor fiesta espiritual del mundo, donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
With my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mom.
Good morning from Vegas.
Let's connect our podcast familia.
Oh, we're going to do that today. Yay.
Yes.
Good morning from Las Vegas.
From Las Vegas.
1111 Conversations with Jen and
Bada.
Mal. Today is
Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wacky Wednesday. I'm going to add the wacky in there.
Well,
It's been a wacky morning
that's the beauty of
life, keeping it real.
keeping it real, wacky.
Wacky wonky. And that messy life, that messy, delicious life. We keep it real. How are you?
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Allie.
Good morning, Ale.
Buenos días.
Buenos
All
días.
right, so
Aquí
I'm gonna put
están
this right
con
here.
Jen y Mao en las conversaciones del 11-11. Y aquí
And-
estamos organizándonos.
Yes.
Un poquito, por favor, ponte el micrófono para el podcast. Porque si no, no te van a oír. Y
Here
necesitamos
we are.
con el
Okay.
micrófono
Está
para la
bien.
familia del Anchor.
All right.
¿Cómo están? How's everybody? Let's start with what are you grateful
How are we doing
for?
today?
Here.
We did our circle time, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Ronald D.
All right.
Sulfaro. Buenos días.
Good morning. Let's see.
We are in
Let's take a deep
beautiful
breath.
Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
Yes.
Viva
and it is most
Las
definitely
Vegas.
a ghost town in Vegas right now, especially this morning when we went down to get some coffee. It was really
It's the beginning of the, it's the middle of the week.
yeah, and it
you
was
know.
an early morning, and it was like, wow, we have the place all to ourselves. It was really trippy. Hello, Women's Health Evolution. Love that. Put your name on the comment box so we can give you a shout out. And Afra is in the house. Hola. Are you aware it says Theatrical Thursday in the
In the description,
no, we are seeing Wisdom Wednesday on our end. That's interesting. Yes, nice, Ronald. Blessed.
Are you
We
saying
are blessed.
in the setup? Maybe it's in the. No, it says Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday.
And it
Hi,
says
back
Wisdom
thought I'd
Wednesday.
check you out. All right. Well, welcome. Today is Wisdom Wednesday and Conversations with Jen and Mal, and we are going to pick our angel card.
I see.
Buenos días, Ana Maria Somara Blaja.
Somara Blaja.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It says Wisdom Wednesday here, Ali.
And we're seeing it as well.
Yeah, not
So,
sure.
all right, well, we will figure that out. I love the little hearts. Keep them coming.
Interesante.
Visit us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel, True Form Films, 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mal. And we're also on Anchor Podcast. And that's on iTunes or Apple.
I think it's in a bunch of different platforms.
So it is great. So if you
it's
can't watch us, you can definitely hear us.
It's such a great resource that Anchor has provided because it
Yes.
makes it dummy proof, basically. I was able to set it up. It's running out of our phone. We have these lavs that one of them just fell onto my tummy because
No, not Yellow Bar. Okay,
So-
got it, Allie. We'll check that out when we get home. I mean,
Yes.
right now we're grateful that we're able to at least connect and connect with you guys while we're on the road. We're going to be wrapping up early today so we can get on the road and get home at a decent hour.
On the road again.
Yes,
I
yes,
just can't wait to get on the road again.
All right, let's see.
Let's see.
And-
Ready? Vamos. Here we go, podcast family. You cannot see what we're doing, but we are doing our angel cards. Las tarjetas de los ángeles. 1, 2 y 3. Vamos. Surrender.
Surrender and release. Surrender and release.
And it's so true about life. Sometimes you cannot control everything.
Yes, no, we can't.
So you must learn to surrender and release. What is
Qué
it that
raro
our
veo
friend
a
Lydia...
Mauricio sin gafas.
Y ¿sabes qué? Es rarísimo. Ahorita me siento totalmente desnudo sin las gafas.
Ciego.
Porque
No está desnudo, pero sí ciego.
me siento un poco
ciego,
como... I'm seeing everything in double, so it's really strange not to have my
That's
glasses.
probably what's happening to you. Got it. That's why it's been wonky.
It's really weird. It's so strange to be without my glasses.
Yes, he lost his glasses in the water a few days ago.
I just jumped in the water. I completely forgot to take my glasses off. And my son did tell me, hey, shouldn't you take your glasses off? And I didn't listen. So
there you go.
That's what happens. You don't listen, you get what you get.
That's right.
I
think it's his way of getting new glasses because he's been saying, I need new glasses. I need new glasses. Come on, fess up. That was your master plan, wasn't it?
I do need
It was your
glasses.
master plan.
Ready?
Let's see what the fairies say. Yes.
Let's
I'm
see.
just going to do this one up here. Making new friends.
Oh, hello.
Making new friends.
Do we have any new friends today?
Yes, we are. We're making new friends. Balaji and Women's Health Revolution. I'd love to know your name. Welcome. And
La revolución de la mujer.
let's see, haciendo nuevas amistades.
Okay, Juliana wants to pick a card for...
Making new friends. You want to pick a card?
She wants to pick a card for all the young people out there.
So, Angel?
That means all of you. Ready? And...
Spiritual growth.
All right.
I
we
like
have an
that.
extra one, spiritual growth. Our
if we're not
daughter,
growing...
say hi to Tia. Say hello to our Instagram family. All righty, here we are.
So if we're not growing, we are
dying.
That's right, Mr. Tony Robbins.
If we don't expand, we contract.
That's right. So it's continuously growing because, life throws, things at us, and we have to learn to surrender and release.
Let's
Evolucionar en la vida. Tenemos que seguir creciendo, si no nos estamos muriendo. Sounds kind of dramatic in Spanish,
but
¿no?
it is dramatic. Si no estamos creciendo, nos estamos jodiendo.
Exacto.
Me gusta esa. Hay que crecer, porque si no, a joderse.
Exacto. Y en España dicen joder, ¿no?
También, ¿verdad, Ana María?
Joder.
Okay. Ali says, there's a new book called Flying Free that's coming out. I learned about today. It's about how a Latina achieved flying world records and how she faced her fears. Ooh, that's awesome.
Ooh.
I love it. I love hearing.
I know. We were talking about facing your fears yesterday, right?
Absolutely.
Face
we got to go
fears.
through it. So today we are talking about surrender and release.
Very important.
Making new friends.
Very important.
And spiritual growth.
Nice.
Yes. Ana María dice sí. En España se dice joder.
Joder. Si no estás creciendo, joder.
Okay, making new friends. Let's go. A ver.
All right, now we're opening our little book. It's going to tell us.
Actually, I'm looking for making new friends in the angel book.
It's surrender and release.
Surrender and release. Spiritual growth. Let's do the spiritual growth first. All right. During this time, spiritual growth, you are going through a time of rapid spiritual growth. Enjoy the process. During this time, you may feel a mixture of many feelings: confusion, excitement, fear, and wonder. You love your renewed connection with the divine, and you wish you could read, study, learn, or meditate on a full-time basis. Simultaneously, though, you may worry about the implications that our spiritual studies will have on the rest of your life. What impact will your new spiritual pursuits have on your job, marriage, or friendships? These worries create a fear that may erode the enjoyment your spiritual studies bring you. Surrender these fears to God, dearest one. Trust that you are supported, loved, and guided each moment. Don't worry about how your future will blend with your spiritual growth. Trust the same power that brought you to your spiritual path will also take care of everything else for you. After all, the power supports all of the planets. The power supports all of the planets and in the sky, and it will surely support you perfectly too.
I love it.
So
I love it.
It's all about, faith, right? And not succumbing to fear, because the mind, right? The logical mind, the mind is always trying to figure out problems that are not there, right? Yeah,
exactly. And you know what's really interesting?
I forgot to put my earrings
being
on.
here in Vegas, and you see everybody with their masks, right? Everybody is walking around with their masks.
Yes.
And then you see, once in a blue moon, you see somebody walking without a mask, and you go, right? So yesterday was very interesting.
What are you doing?
I forgot to tell you this story. So I get in the elevator, and I'm there with Juliana, and a guy gets in, he's got his mask, and then another guy gets in with a kid, he's got no mask, and I'm standing there, and the guy gets off on the second floor. He thought it was the first floor, so he walks away, and the guy goes, I think he thought this was the first floor. I said, I'm just glad he got off. He didn't have his mask on. And the guy goes, he had a southern accent. Well, none of this shit really makes a difference. This particles are too small. This is all bullshit, he says.
As he's wearing his
mask.
Which is good.
And, I thought to myself, I'm not going to engage in this, because automatically you could tell he was upset. He was bothered about something. I was really convincing myself not to get in the fear of this guy. He was about 5 feet from me with his daughter, and I just held Juliana. I thought to myself, you gotta. That's why this surrender and release also is like surrender and release. You're doing what you can. You can't change other people's perspective sometimes,
right. Or their opinion, right?
Or their opinion on what they think about the mask and not think about the mask. I think of it as it's just, to me, is. You're thinking of everybody as a global thing, right? As a global family, that we're just taking care of each other. Mm-hmm. And when somebody's not wearing their mask, they're just not caring about the other human being.
Right.
And that's all I think about it. It's like, okay, if it works, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Put the mask on as just
as team effort.
It's respectful, Boom. Right? At this moment, it's just respect. You see everywhere in Vegas here. Everywhere they're saying wash your hands. They have signs everywhere.
Stations. They have hand washing stations in the middle of the casinos.
So it's just about respect, right?
The 6 feet away. The labeling, all of it. It's pretty amazing. They have gloves, and they have. They've done an incredible job. They really, really have.
And what's interesting is that they're not cleaning everybody's rooms like they usually have everybody, because they don't want, they said they're cleaning the room once, and
when you leave, that's it. You don't get you can get new towels, but they just deliver them to you.
They don't want their people to come in and out of the room.
Right.
So
there's no room service.
I think that's smart.
Yeah.
I think it's
there's
very,
no
very
room
smart.
service. There's no cleaning the rooms every day. So basically, it's like an Airbnb pretty much, and it's pretty amazing to see the system working, and they have all the
and just to see everybody's different
coverings. It's pretty.
And this morning,
impressive.
Going to the Starbucks is everybody. They have a line, and they have little 6 feet away little stations, and they're
I'm
grateful for it. I'm grateful for
Absolutely.
it. Whatever anybody's opinion is, we're taking care of each other, and we're just taking care of what we don't know.
Yeah, we're a global community, and we're in this together. So making new friends. So let's make new friends.
Vamos a ser nuevos amigos.
Yes. Your circle of friends and acquaintances is shifting to a higher frequency. Woo! 1111, higher frequency, higher vibration, conversation.
We are party in the elevator, party in the elevator. Anchor family, just so you know, we made a song. There's a song on YouTube that is called Party in the Elevator, and we sort of like Would
Yeah,
love
I
to.
always visualize us getting into a spiritual elevator, taking us up to the spiritual 11th floor of the universe as we go up there and have the best spiritual party ever. So that is our vision, and we are sticking to it.
That's right.
So as our new friends and family members, and of course, I left my glasses somewhere again. Daughter,
do you know where mommy's glasses
but
are?
I think I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
see.
doing good because I can't see that.
You're changing intenses. No, you're changing interests. You're changing intenses. Your changing interest and priorities have made a ripple effect throughout your entire life. As your thoughts and emotions center on more spiritually natured topics, you are now attracting like-minded people into your life. You may find that you aren't as drawn to your old friends or that you don't share as many common interests. The fairies ask you not to worry about this natural shift in your life. You aren't rejecting or judging your old friends. You're just making room for growth and acknowledging the universe law of attraction. People who are like-minded are naturally drawn to one another. Know that you deserve wonderful friends who inspire, support, understand, and compliment you. Yay! Right? So that is for all of us. Affirmation of the day is, I am grateful for my wonderfully supportive and loving friends. Wonderfully supportive and loving friends. And this is a great card because it reminds me of Stacey and Paul Marino, talking about if you know who you're with, who you're hanging with, which hand you're in, you're not going to suffer in life, meaning that you've got your friends and your family, people that you grew up with, right? And they're not necessarily in the spiritual growth or self-development journey as we are. But then we have our 7 power hand, our 7 power people, right, that are on that journey of self-development. And so knowing the difference and knowing who you're hanging with, right, and not trying to impose anything on anyone, you're going to have a more, carefree, loving, less, oh, look, I see them there, life, because let people notice by your example and by how you're growing, not necessarily, wanting to share, oh, this is what we're doing. This is what, so it's great, to just allow it to happen naturally.
What's interesting, we were, our whole family was at the pool.
Yeah, we were just
and
there.
we were chatting, right? And all of a sudden I got into my, spiritual vibration conversation. All of a sudden I caught myself because they're kind of looking at me like, where are you going with this? And I caught myself. And I stopped and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Because I forgot at that moment who I was with. Because they were looking at me like I was some strange person. And I go, guys, I'm sorry. I did something I promised myself I would not do.
That's funny.
Forgive me.
And I'm usually the one.
Let's continue on. And I
so
reminded myself where I was. Because even Jen looked at me and she goes,
oh, wow.
This is not the group.
I said, remember what hand we're in.
Yeah, she just like, she goes,
and they're like, let's party in the pool. We're having a pool
and
party.
also everybody was having drinks, so
Yeah,
they were not in that frame of mind.
Great. So Christina is in the house. Christina, Jen, good morning, Jen and Mao. I hope both of you and our 1111 family have an outstanding Wisdom Wednesday. Love the spiritual growth, surrender, and release, and make new friends. Fairy cards picked for today. Yes, they're awesome. They
Me
go
too. I
hand in
really love
hand.
these cards too.
Yes. And Christina says, let's see. Oh, yes. On your True Form Films YouTube channel. Thank you for posting that there on Facebook so people can join us on
yes, thank
YouTube.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope both of you, Adrian, Juliana, and 1111 family are having an outstanding Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And yes, so join us, familia, everyone that is watching. For some reason, my personal Facebook stopped streaming like over a week ago, and we haven't figured out why, which is the Jennifer Barons Mendoza one. But if you're watching, make sure that you go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, True Form Films, 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mal. Like and share right now. Just like, put lots of hearts and share.
Muchos corazones.
Yes. Alrighty. So, I just read so it's surrender and release that we need to read.
Surrender and release. Oh, you just did surrender and release.
No, baby, I said the making new friends. Now, surrender and release. Let go and allow God and the angels to help you. Everything that you release will either be replaced by something better or will be returned to you healed. When you hold on tightly to a part of your life that's not working, it has no room to heal. Whether you're unhappy with your love life, finances, career, home, or health, this card asks you to let go. If you hang on to these aspects of your life because of fears such as, what if I can't find someone or something better, then the situation will only get worse. However, if you're willing to open your hands, allow the situation to be freed, one of two situations will occur. Either it will be washed away from you and replaced by a better situation, or the situation will heal in a miraculous way. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to try not to control the outcome of your troubling situation. Let it go and let God help you.
I think this morning we did that when we were in the elevator.
In the elevator. Yeah, we were just hugging. We're like, you know what?
You got to surrender and you got to release. Be with what is.
Exactly.
Sometimes, like our friend Lydia Nicole says, don't hold like that. You got to release and
receive the blessings, right?
And go, what's the worst that can happen? Really look at what's the worst that can happen.
Well, we just need to open up our hands and allow the blessings.
And I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not looking too much this way. For some reason, without everything looks double.
Does this work for you?
I don't think so.
Try.
Oh my God, this even makes me even more blind. Holy moly!
What do you mean?
They seem so much stronger.
Really?
Holy moly!
Well, the thing is that for me, I'm like, what does you call it? Nearsighted?
Yeah.
Farsighted, or
I think you're farsighted. I have a feeling you're farsighted.
Yeah, farsighted. I see far, but I don't see. I mean, like this, it's blurry. This I see, so that's far.
It's the same with me.
Okay, so then
all of this just makes me.
Are you getting dizzy?
I'm a little dizzy.
Oh, wow.
Very strange. So I have to look.
Take a deep breath. All right. Ahora vamos. You're drinking water. Muy bien. Pues sí, un poquito del español. Vamos a surrender y release. Es la tarjetica de hay que dejar ir y tener fe de que todo, que todo va a solucionarse y tener fe de que todo se va a solucionar en cualquier problema que uno tenga. Porque si uno lo aguanta muy duro, pues, y trata de controlar, uno no puede controlar, uno tiene que abrir el corazón, abrir las manos y tener esa fe de que todo se va a solucionar y se va a curar en el tiempo de Dios, right? So absolutely, that is the message for today. Yes. I love it. And that's being wise, right? Wisdom Wednesday.
My computer.
So then connect it, my love. All you got to do is connect it, and then give it time. Right? Okay.
You have to surrender and release.
Surrender and release, my love. Actually, you know what you need to do is get ready, because as soon as we're done, we need to pack up and hit the road. Okay, then go do that.
Go shower.
And so it's basically trusting the process.
I love that you guys get to see us in real time.
Real.
Anchor
this
family,
is real life. Qué guapa está la niña.
Like,
gracias.
What is happening? Anchor family, our children are with us, and we are in Vegas in our room as we commit to doing 11/11.
Yes. And school, she just finished school. She has a break. And so, yeah, we chose to do a pit stop here in Vegas to break the long ride home, because it was like, it's 10 and a half hours. And because
Plus we had work
and school, so we said, okay,
making it work.
making it work.
And I love it. We were just talking
being
about
adventurous.
We were talking about
flexible.
this morning about the ability to have.
I think I need a haircut.
Our phones, our computers, because you get to live your life and still have freedom to do what you need to do, and you get to take your office with you. And we've been able, last night we put 2 auditions down here in Vegas. We put 7 auditions down in Lake Powell. We've been very busy. I get home today and I have to lay down another audition. I get to.
That's right. Yay! Let's celebrate.
So it's beautiful.
Celebrate.
It's beautiful. To be able to get to do everything and still enjoy our time together.
Exactly. This is one of the many COVID bonuses, right? To spend quality time with your family and be able to connect virtually with work and with your friends, and just make the best of it. Yeah. These
people
new times.
Ask us, though.
It's new times.
And
I love the Lake Powell pics. Thank you. Yes. And I haven't posted many. I just posted us jumping.
And ladies and gentlemen, just to be
fun.
clear, we always share the truth. It's, all us 4, and that we're together all the time, and people ask us, how do you guys do it? You guys spend all your time together. You guys don't have a break. And how do you guys do it? And we love being together, and it does not mean that we don't get on each other's nerves. But we are so grateful that we get to be together, because we realize that family is where it's at.
Exactly.
Friends and family, it's where it's at.
Exactly.
And that's why we still want to do our 11/11, even though we're on our vacation, because we don't want to forget that we also want to give back, and forget. We don't want to be those people that it's me, 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 me all the time.
Right.
So this is our chance to give back and give you some wisdom, and also get some wisdom from you.
Yes. So let's read determination. Determination.
La determinación, amigos.
Victory is indeed an opportunity for further progress. We must not rest on our laurels. We must not grow complacent and let the chance slip by. Command success with faith. Command success with faith.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
I love how my wife is using her THs. Faith.
What?
You just did faith.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
always had faith.
I have never
Really heard me?
I guess because you're on the.
Oh, I'm on the good side. That's funny.
Yeah, I just heard you say faith.
Faith, yes.
That's beautiful.
En la fe hay que pedir, hay que comandar, ¿no?
So-
Exigir el éxito con fe.
So let's
Exigir el éxito con fe.
let's
right?
let's talk about, when I say, because I don't want it to sound like it's this negative thing that we get on each other's nerve, is that what do you think about that when I say that?
I don't know what you mean by that at all.
It's like this morning
I
trying to
have
get.
no idea what he means by that. It's about really learning how to dance in the conversation and dance in moment to moment. I had to give some tough love to Juliana this morning. Now she's taking a shower for school, because that's the one thing that when we did our circle time in the morning as a family and we talked about what are we grateful for, I said, I'm grateful that we get to be flies on the wall for Juliana's school, her actually in class. And, for her, I'm sure it was like, oh, great. They get to see and hear everything. And so when she was participating, we noticed that they had to comment on the other classmates, the other classmates' work. What did you like about the story that they read? Because they had to write something and then they were sharing. But
part of the sharing is that they want, because it's a Spanish school, they speak English and Spanish. They want to make sure that they're speaking in Spanish also.
Exactly. So they're sharing, and she just kept it really short and precise every single time she gave feedback, and it was the exact same feedback for different students, different classmates. So by the second time, she said, "Oh, I really liked the story, the details, and
los detalles. Me encantan los detalles."
Yes, the details and something else. And then the first time she did it, we looked up and we're like, okay, she's participating.
And then the second time, me
she
encantan los
I like
detalles.
the details, and I'm like,
That's
and
the
so then
time.
our knee-jerk reaction was, Juliana, be specific. What details?
Because they want you to practice the Spanish.
And so she looks at us like, she was like,
there we definitely could not surrender and release. we have to remind her, you got to, part of what they want you to do is to elaborate and be
specific. And it was it was funny inside, but it wasn't at the end of the day, because it concerns me. I felt concerned as a parent going, I do wish she was in school so that she can, really get the immersion of what it feels to be in school.
But the great thing is, the good news also yesterday was that they sent the who is at the highest in the reading in Spanish, and there's 2 people, and Juliana and another girl are the top.
Right.
In the top. They got their 14, and that's
they're in level 14 reading. So again, it's a process. So answering your question, what does it mean to get on each other's nerves? Like we got on her nerves, telling her how to answer.
And our son wanted to go back home last night, and he didn't want to stay. And so we're like, no, we're going to stay.
Right.
And he wants,
we had to work. And
so it's like when 4 different people want 4 different things, is how do you navigate it all, right?
Exactly.
So we navigate it.
Exactly.
That's life.
So it's dancing in the conversation.
Life is not perfect. It can be a little messy, and you dance in the conversation.
It's wacky Wednesday, wonky life, and it's a delicious mess life, right? And it's embracing all of the moments, because it's not always going to be peachy keen. It's just not. And understanding that each rough moment is an opportunity to grow and to understand, am I reacting? Okay, what am I making it mean? And so, like my son and I, we had a really great conversation yesterday, because it was great, because he's like, what are you making it mean, Mom? It's not that I don't want to be with you guys, what are you making it mean? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm making it mean that you don't want to be with us because you're a teenager and you want to be somewhere else with your friends. And,
but isn't it awesome, though, that you get to be able to talk to your kids, and they have the freedom to also express what they're feeling.
Exactly.
And we got to also be open to hear them out.
Absolutely.
And it's a beautiful thing.
So we invite you to do that, and not to be afraid, right? To have the uncomfortable moments, uncomfortable conversations with your kids, or even, with your family members, because as long as it's coming from love, then it's okay. Sometimes you get passionate and louder than you would want.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard Latin people have a sense that we speak loud. So they go, why are you screaming? And
right.
We're not screaming. That's we're being passionate.
Right. So.
And Jennifer, it's a little bit higher passion because she comes from Miami, and she's around the half her family's Cuban. So they have that. There's a vibration like the Italians. They're even a little louder than most Latin people.
What are you talking about?
¿Qué pasó? ¿Pero qué estás diciendo?
Right. All righty. So let's do our meditation. Vamos a hacer nuestra meditación. Estamos hablando de conversar y no tener el miedo de conversar realmente con la familia y tener esos momentos incómodos. Con tal que siempre vengan del amor,
It's interesting, right? Because this morning, can I just share this? It's interesting because this morning I was reading on on Henry Winkler and Tom Hanks, right?
Mhm.
These two incredible actors, so likable. But I was reading that they do not like each other.
Interesting.
There's been a feud for many years regarding because he was Henry Winkler was the director of a movie that Tom Hanks in, and he was fired from that film, Henry Winkler. So there's been a feud for a very long time, and you go, wow,
And they're both so likable.
they're so likable and play such beautiful characters.
Yeah.
But even in that, you go, it's just
What's
life
human?
is, one of the things that I learned from being in Al-Anon, because I'm a child of an alcoholic, is that they talk about in the meeting. I can't say everything because part of it you can't share a lot of it. But what they did talk about that really stuck with me is you don't have to like each other here, but you do have to respect each other here. And I think that's a very valuable thing to
absolutely.
always remember.
But
Sometimes you're not going to.
It goes back to the mass conversation. It's
Right.
about respect. It's about human respect.
That's it.
And, having that global community respect.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So, alrighty. So, let's close our eyes. Cerrar los ojos. Let's take a moment and forgive. Forgive those that don't respect. Forgive those that have made you feel not respected. And forgive yourself. Vamos a practicar el perdón. Es muy importante dejar ir. Just let go of all that resentment. Resentment is not needed. You're only harming yourself if you hold resentment. Now, open your heart for gratitude and love. Sientan el amor, la gratitud de la vida. Llenen su corazón de amor y gratitud. Dejen ir todo lo que no sirve. Libérense. Tomen un respiro profundo. Inhalen. Exhalen. Dejen ir. Y ahora a celebrar. Now celebrate the wonderful things in your life. Celebrate that goal, that dream that you are working towards. Celebrate it as if it's already happened. Celebren esa meta, ese sueño, como que si ya se cumplió. Woo! That's how I feel when I get it. All right, a celebrar. Celebrate.
I feel bubbly.
Celebrate. Dance to the music. Celebrate. Dance to the music. Woo! Madre, llegaste.
Mami Rookie llegó.
Mi reina, buenos días, tarde, pero cargada de amor y bendiciones.
Amén.
Qué bueno.
Is there anything
Bienvenida.
written there?
All right. Respecting the dignity of life as a human being is a value I hold strong in my heart that I try to give everyone I encounter. I love that,
Amen.
Allison. And that is, a beautiful quote. Please put it. I mean, that is something that needs to go down in the books. I love what you wrote.
Yeah, put it on Facebook,
Put it on
share it.
I'll share it. Respecting the dignity of life as a human being is a value I hold strong in my heart that I try to give to everyone I encounter. I love it. I would just, because you give it, you don't try, you give it.
You give
So
it,
just
and it's
X out the try, and you just give it, girl, because that is exactly who you are.
It really is. It's a really beautiful expression, words, Ali, that you put here, because respecting the dignity of life, it really is the dignity of life.
Love that.
Because
respetando la
even,
dignidad de la vida.
Even in the midst of what was happening in the elevator with the gentleman wearing his mask but not believing that it makes any difference, he couldn't just center himself and go, I'm being grateful for this moment, that I can be here in Vegas, that I can respect my human being that's next to me, and it just that we think of each other as a global community.
But let me ask you, this man that said that was not wearing a mask?
He was wearing a mask.
Okay, well then he did. He was
no,
doing
but he was
it.
angry about it.
Well, but he was still doing
because,
it, and
he
that
was
I
there.
respect.
No, but the gentleman that got off on the second floor wasn't.
Exactly.
So, Juliana?
Yes.
Juliana was.
Hernan de Becky in the
house.
Hernan! What the great blessings and gratitude to you guys and all. Thank you, Hernan.
Gracias, Hernan.
Qué bueno. So yes, we are talking about
Hernan de Becky, one of the most beautiful voices.
Soul Venezolano in the house.
He works in the entertainment industry as a VO artist. Well, but he's also an actor himself.
Yes.
But oh my goodness,
and
that
musician.
voice. Not only does he have a beautiful speaking voice, but he also has got a beautiful singing voice.
Absolutely, and he plays el cuatro.
Wow.
Yes. Definitely share on the comments your links to your projects and what you do in the world. This is a community that supports, elevates each other, and respects one another. And again, we are grateful to be here to serve you, to empower you, and our mission is to join every morning to raise our vibration and raise our frequency.
Love each other up.
And create awesome conversations, real, raw conversations. Yes. Hello, my love.
What do you need, my love?
And those that we haven't seen your comments, if we haven't shouted out your name, it's because we haven't seen your comments, because we don't have the extra computer. We're on the road. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for being here.
When Daddy grabbed this book, I remember when he said,
"Come, my love, if
you want to be a part of the show,
so if you want to share,
they want to hear your voice also." Oh my goodness! I hope that microphone has fallen a couple of times. Look, my little clip on I cannot find it.
Okay, so Juliana just showered and we're getting ready to go home. Are we happy?
But I'm gonna get this.
Oh, we're getting bliss.
She still ladies and gentlemen.
She loves
her ice cream.
Okay, so get ready.
Okay, so I was gonna say that when Daddy grabbed the book,
yes,
I remembered when you said whoever finds that book, I will. And it's been like 3 weeks, and I'm like, where's my reward?
What?
Oh!
You've gotten many rewards.
She's gotten many rewards.
Then, Missy.
No, but
right here, we're in Vegas.
We agreed on that I can have a play date.
Oh, she wants her play date with her friend.
Yes, that is definitely. We need to.
It's coming.
They've been to Vegas. They've been on vacation. Now we're coming back, so we'll figure it out. Okay. So say hello to our community. And go finish packing, okay, mi amor?
We will see you tomorrow, familia.
Bueno.
De 11:11. We will see you tomorrow on Theatrical Thursday.
Yes.
I have to figure out. I have to figure out what we can play for you tomorrow.
Oh, I already know.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Is it the number one, maybe?
The number one. I don't know.
The movie number one.
The movie number one. No, it's a surprise.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow, but don't go away. We're going to read 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World class.
Vamos.
Boom. Champions are happily dissatisfied. Oh, I like that. Happily dissatisfied. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man, and I will show you a failure. Ha! I love this. I love it. Listen to this.
Listen, Linda.
That was Thomas Edison. an inventor. Average people have been labeled somewhat dissatisfied. This level of dissatisfaction probably says more about their lack of belief in themselves than it does about their feelings of contentment. If a person earns $50,000 per year and believes he has the ability to earn $60,000 per year, a low level of dissatisfaction with $50,000 likely results. On the other hand, a person earning $50,000 a year who believes he can earn $500,000 is very dissatisfied with his results. World-class performers understand the power of healthy dissatisfaction and are in a never-ending quest to raise their levels of expectation and upgrade their beliefs. While average people believe if you don't expect much, you won't be disappointed. Champions believe the only way I'll be disappointed is if I don't take risks and give it my all. This is a classic example of how directly opposite philosophies drive these two groups. The results are obvious. The middle class ends up playing it safe in order to gain comfort and security, and the world class becomes the movers and shakers. A good description of the world class is happily dissatisfied. The great ones are in the habit of playing the game of life without a net, and it all begins with the pain of being dissatisfied with their current results. Action steps for today. If you're dissatisfied in every area of your life, ask why. Are you content because you are truly content, or are you content because you don't believe you are capable of accomplishing or becoming more? Boom. That is awesome.
Drop the mic like this.
Boom.
Boom.
Eso está buenísimo. Buenísimo. Entonces,
Yeah, before we finish, I want to share this story.
Baby.
You know what makes me happy?
Yeah.
One thing that makes me... I just saw
I want to know.
our son Adrian walking back and forth, and it just reminded me the other day we had just done an audition, and I said, because I think like a producer, I might be a little too old for this part. And he looks and he goes, but that is a limiting belief.
And
I said, oh my God, they're learning, at least they're picking up our language.
Yes,
that's a limiting belief.
That's a limiting belief.
Oh my God,
that
we
was
were
awesome.
laughing so hard.
Hermano Valdía in the house.
Berman.
Woo! Hola amigos, very powered words. Yes. Y aquí pues lo que leí fue que los campeones siempre se sienten un poco insatisfechos si no están donde quieren estar y se empujan más y para esforzarse a llegar a la meta. Y los de pues media clase no, siempre hay que preguntarse, ¿uno está feliz porque uno en realidad está contento? ¿O estás contento porque en realidad no crees que puedes llegar a esa meta que uno quiere, ¿no? Como que uno ¿cómo es la palabra? Bless you, conforma. Uno está conforme porque en realidad no tiene no cree en sí mismo para llegar a esa cima en la vida. Pregúntense. Pues los queremos mucho. Nos vemos mañana. Ya nos tenemos que ir. Ya nos están tocando la puerta.
Like, get out.
Knock, knock. They're like, hello, it's noon. You got to check out.
Time to go.
Either you pay or you check out. All right, so ya nos vamos. We love you. We appreciate you. We are here for each other. Estamos aquí para el uno el otro. Y nos vemos mañana.
Adiós, adiós, amigos.
Bye. Say bye.